The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. Courage is grace under pressure. Write hard and clear about what hurts. All good books are alike in that they are truer than if they had really happened. The only thing that could spoil a day was people. People were always the limiters of happiness, except for the very few that were as good as spring itself. The first and final thing you have to do in this world is to last it and not be smashed by it. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. Never mistake motion for action. There is nothing to writing. All you do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed. Happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. The world is a fine place and worth fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. Always do sober what you said you'd do drunk. That will teach you to keep your mouth shut. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. When people talk, listen completely. Most people never listen. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much and forgetting that you are special too. Every day above earth is a good day. When writing a novel, a writer should create living people. People, not characters. A character is a caricature. There is no lonelier man in death, except the suicide, than that man who has lived many years with a good wife and then outlived her. If two people love each other, there can be no happy end to it. The world is a fine place and worth the fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. There is no hunting like the hunting of man, and those who have hunted armed men long enough and liked it never care for anything else thereafter. I drink to make other people more interesting. We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master. I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know. Never go on trips with anyone you do not love. The only thing that could spoil a day was people. People were always the limiters of happiness, except for the very few that were as good as spring itself. Farewell has a sweet sound of reluctance. Goodbye is short and final. A word with teeth sharp to bite through the string that ties past to the future. Before you react, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you criticize, wait. Before you quit, try. When you stop doing things for fun, you might as well be dead. There is no friend as loyal as a book. I know now that there is no one thing that is true. It is all true. The hardest thing in the world to do is to write straight, honest prose on human beings. In order to write about life first, you must live it. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. All good books have one thing in common. They are truer than if they had really happened. The only way to do all the things you'd like to do is to read. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated. Every day is a new day. It is better to be lucky, but I would rather be exact. Then when luck comes, you are ready. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. Never confuse movement with action. The world breaks everyone, and afterward many are strong in the broken places. The dignity of movement of an iceberg is due to only 1/8 of it being above water. Hesitation increases in relation to risk in equal proportion to age. All things truly wicked start from innocence. All our words from loose using have lost their edge.